Now let's start with the next transaction. Next is purchase of fixed assets or non-current assets. Let's say your business has purchased some non-current assets. Then what entry will you pass? You will pass the entry like assets account debited, whatever assets you are buying. Let's say machinery or anything, motor vehicle, furniture, it could be anything. So assets account will be debited. Now if you are purchasing the assets, it means you are the buyer and you have to pay GST. So whenever you are paying the GST, you have to use the word input. So it will be input CGST, input SGST. If it is within 2 states, then input IGST to bank. If the payment is made through check, if the payment is made in cash, then write here cash. If you have purchased the assets on credit, then write the name of the creditor. Got it? So this is the first point. Next is expenses. Suppose you are making payment of rent. Rent is an expense for you. So whenever you make payment of rent, what will be the entry? Rent will be debited. So whenever we make payment of expenses, again we have to pay GST. So write here input CGST, input SGST, debited to. If rent is paid in cash, then cash. If rent is paid through check, then write bank. Got it? And if rent is paid in, like, if rent is outstanding, then write to outstanding rent also. It means on outstanding expenses also we have to charge GST, outstanding. Now income. Suppose if you are receiving any income, income means suppose you have received interest, you have received commission, then in that case you are receiving the GST, which will become a liability for you. So what entry you are going to pass for that? Suppose you have received commission, then cash account will be debited. As you are receiving commission, so commission will be credited. So you will receive GST. So you will use the word output CGST and output SGST. Clear? Now in case, suppose the owner has withdrawn the goods from the business. See, I told you in the previous video that we don't charge GST on drawings, but drawings in case of cash and drawings in case of bank. It means if the owner has taken cash from the bank, then we don't charge GST. If the owner has taken money from the business, then also we don't charge GST. But if the owner has taken goods from the business for its personal use, then we have to charge GST. Now see how. What entry will you pass for this? Entry will be drawings will be debited. Fine. Then in case drawings in form of goods, then what goes out of the business? Purchases. अब इस केस में देखिए अब क्या होगा कि जो आपने ड्राइंग्स किया है गुड्स के फॉर्म में, तो इन गुड्स पर जो विड्रॉ किए गए हैं पर्सनल यूज के लिए, इन पर जितना जीएसटी मीन्स चार्ज हुआ होगा जब हमने इन्हें परचेज किया था किसी पर्सन से, तो उतना जीएसटी हम रिड्यूस करते हैं. फाइन. सो यू हैव टू राइट टू input CGST to input SGST. This way we have to pass the entry, and amount of this purchase will be written on credit side and credit side, and their total will be on debit side. In this case also, the total of this amount debit side, this amount debit side, and this amount will also be on debit side, and their total will be written in credit column against cash, bank or something. Now for expenses, rent we are writing on debit side, input CGST, SG we are writing on debit side, and their total will write on the credit side. Now comes whenever we are giving the goods in form of charity or free samples. So whenever we give the goods away in the form of charity or free samples, generally what entry do we pass? We pass the entry charity account will be debited because it is an expense for us. Then goods goes out of the business. You will write purchases. Now as like just like this case, same like this case, if I am giving the goods out of the business in the like in the form of charity, then whatever GST we paid on these goods, no देखो ये goods भी तो आपने कहीं से purchase किए होंगे, फाइन, आपने इन पर GST पे किया होगा, तो अगर आप उन गुड्स को चैरिटी के फॉर्म में देते हैं या फ्री सैम्पल्स के फॉर्म में दे रहे हैं या आपका ओनर बिजनेस से पर्सनल यूज़ के लिए लेकर जाते हैं, तो उस पर जितना GST आपने परचेज के टाइम पर पे किया था, यू नीड टू रिवर्स इट। रिवर्स इट का मीनिंग है कि इतना GST वापस आपके पास आ जाएगा। Got it? Because you have not used these goods for your own purpose. Your purpose was to sell them in the market. You are not using it for that purpose. Rather, the owner has taken for its own use. You are giving in the form of samples or charity. So whatever like GST you paid it on like like these goods will come back to you. So वो input आपको credit करना पड़ेगा because input is always debited. So अब ये input आपके पास आएगा, then you need to credit it. So do it right here as input CGST and input SGST. This amount will be in debit, rest all the amounts will be on the credit side, and debit should be equal to credit. Like let me tell you how I'm saying. If I'm saying I have given goods worth rupees 20,000 as charity, then I have to write purchases in like 20,000 in front of purchases. Let's say GST is 5%, then 5% is 1,000 and 1,000. So total of credit side is 20 plus 1, 21 plus 20, 2,000. I'll write this side this way. Fine. Now same in this case, if the goods have been destroyed by fire or the goods have been stolen by somebody, then what entry will you pass? In this case, loss by fire or theft will be debited as it is a loss for you. Now again, generally what entry do you pass? Loss by fire or theft to purchases. So credit purchase here. Now again you have to pay, like you must have paid GST on these goods when you purchase them. जब आपने buy किया, आपके business ने buy किया, you might have paid GST. आपने इस पर GST पे किया, बट अब ये गुड्स उन पर्पस के लिए यूज नहीं हो पाए जिस पर्पस के लिए परचेज किया गया था, बिकॉज दीज गुड्स हैव बीन डिस्ट्रॉयड. सो जितना GST आपने इस अमाउंट पर पे किया है, दैट विल कम बैक टू यू. इट मीन्स यू नीड टू क्रेडिट द इनपुट GST यू विच यू हैड पेड. सो यू राइट हियर टू input CGST to input SGST. These are like, this is all about the entries. Now listen students, how question will come into the paper. See, this chapter is new or very difficult for class 11 to understand because you have just started with accountancy. So CBSE has made it little easier. The CBSE is not very strict about this chapter. Like it was told to all the schools that you need to make the concepts clear to the students undoubtedly, but the difficult entries will not be picked up. We are going to do the simple part of the questions. Fine. So now let us start with the first numerical. Now let's start with the first numerical. First is purchase goods on credit rupees 2 lakh. So pass the entry as we have just discussed. Purchase goods on credit rupees 2 lakh, and we have to pass the entry in the books of Ashok and Company. It means like we are Ashok and Company, and CGST and SGST is 6% each. So if I am purchasing the goods, then what entry will I pass? I'll pass the entry purchase account debit. Fine. Then input CGST debit, input SGST debit 2. Now as we are buying the goods on credit, it means I can't write the word cash over here because the cash has not gone out of the business. So I'll write the word here creditor, from whom we have purchased. We have purchased goods worth rupees 2 lakh. Input CGST on this 2 lakh is 6,000. Input SGST on this 2 lakh is again 6,000. So total is 2,12,000. It means now we have to pay 2,12,000 to our creditor. Though the value of goods are just rupees 2 lakh, because 12,000 is the GST on this. Fine, first transaction is clear. Now move to the next transaction. Let me rub the first. Like whatever entries we are solving, just erase it so that I can explain you the last one. This was the first. Fine. Now move to second. Second is goods sold on credit. Now we are selling the goods on credit, so I have to use the word here debtor. So debtor's account will be debited. We are selling the goods, so goods goes out of the business, and whenever we sell the goods we collect the GST, so we have to use the word to output CGST and to output SGST. We have sold the goods worth rupees 30,000, so write 30,000 in credit column in front of sales account, and 6% is the GST in this case. So 6% is 1,800 this side, 1,800 that side, so it is 3600. It means though we have sold the goods worth rupees 30,000 to our debtors, but we have to charge GST also from them, no? So now it means after charging GST, the value of the goods becomes 33,600. So our debtors will pay 36,600 to us. See, we are collecting GST in this case, that's why I use the word output. So now move to the third transaction. Third is purchased computer and payment made by check. Now we have purchased computers and payment made by check. See, computers are the fixed assets. So what entry we are going to pass for that? We pass the entry computers will be debited. Now if we are buying the computer, it means we have to pay GST. So I will write here to input CGST, debit, input SGST, debit. The value of the computers was rupees 50,000, but we have paid GST on it also 6%. So it is 3,000. So it means now the cost of the computer is 56,000, and we have made the payment by check. So I will write here to bank 56,000. It means that I have purchased the computer whose cost was 50,000 at 56,000, because 6,000 like taxes I have paid on its purchase. Next transaction now, legal fee paid. Legal fee is an expense for us, and as I told you that GST is also chargeable on expenses. So pass the entry legal fee debit, input CGST debit, input SGST debit to cash. So 10,000 is the amount of legal fee. So write 10,000 here. CGST and SGST is 6% each. So 600, total becomes 11200. Now the last is rent paid rupees 20,000. Now again we are paying the rent, it means we are incurring some expense. So rent account will be debited 20,000. Again input CGST, input SGST, 6% is again 1200 and 1200. So rent is paid in cash only. So write here 22400. I hope these entries are clear to you. Now come to the last entry. This last entry I had not written on the board, and you also have to pass this entry only when it is asked. I wrote a small error over there that GST rate was 6% in the first entry, no? So it should have been 12,000. I wrote 6,000 here, but 6% GST was on 2 lakh, so it should have been 12,000. Fine. Now come to the last topic. Last was that now we have to pay GST to the government. As I told you, no, that if we as a business, if we buy something, we have to pay GST. If we as a business sell something, we collect GST. Fine, this thing I told you. So now first of all check that how much actual GST we have paid. Whenever the word input is there, it means this GST we have paid. Output means we have collected. Input means we have paid. Input means paid. Input means paid, and output means collected. One more thing, you please keep it in your mind. As I told you, that whenever we pay GST, it is an asset for us, because कहीं ना कहीं से तो हम उसे collect करेंगे, and then we recover our this expense. It means जितना भी GST आपने पे किया है, आप क्या करेंगे, उतने GST को आप अपने पास एसेट के फॉर्म में रखेंगे. जितना GST आप कलेक्ट करेंगे, उस कलेक्टेड GST में से जितना आपने पे किया है उतना मनी अपने पास रखेंगे, एंड रेस्ट यू विल डिपॉजिट टू दी गवर्नमेंट. बट वन थिंग यू कीप इट इन योर माइंड कि इनपुट GST, इनपुट CGST जितना आपने पे किया है, इसे आप रिकवर किससे कर सकते हैं, आउटपुट CGST से. इनपुट SGST आपने जितना पे किया है, उसे आप रिकवर किससे करेंगे, आउटपुट CGST से. फाइन, आउटपुट SGST से. मीन्स CGST will be recovered from CGST only. SGST will be recovered from SGST only. So first of all, we'll check how much total input CGST we have paid. Check करते हैं. Input CGST 12,000. Input CGST 3,000. 12 plus 3 15,000. Then input CGST 600 and input CGST 1,200. It means 12,000 plus 3,000 1,500. Then 15,000, and 15,000 plus 600 is 15,600, and 15,600 plus 1,200. It is 15,600 plus 1,200 is equal to 16,800. It means 16,800 input CGST you have paid. अब अगर इनपुट CGST और इनपुट SGST का अमाउंट सेम होता है, इट मीन्स अगर आपने इनपुट CGST 16,800 पे किया है, तो इनपुट SGST भी 16,800 ही होगा. क्लियर है? बिकॉज द रेट इज सेम. नाउ व्हाट डिड आई टेल यू, दैट इनपुट CGST विल बी कलेक्टेड फ्रॉम आउटपुट CGST. मीन्स जितना आपने इनपुट CGST पे किया है, ये लॉस आप कहाँ से रिकवर करेंगे, आउटपुट CGST से. इनपुट SGST आपने जितना पे किया है, आप लॉस कहाँ से रिकवर करेंगे, आउटपुट से. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डू रिमेंबर दिस थिंग. I think I made a small mistake over here. The value of the goods was 3 lakh, not 30,000. 3 lakh है, तो ये 18,000 हो जाए. Now check output. अब इस पूरे सिचुएशन से हमें क्या क्लियर होगा, दैट इनपुट CGST we paid is 16,800 and output CGST we collected is 18,000. So now what I will do, अब पहले इसका मीनिंग ये है कि 16,800 you have paid and 18,000 you have collected. Fine. So what you will do, out of this 18,000 you will keep 16,800 with you, and the balance you will deposit to the government, and the balance you will give it to the government. So what entry will you pass for this? C. First of all, let me just rub the board. So what entry will you pass for this? C. This is total input CGST and input SGST paid. This is output CGST and output SGST collected. I repeat one more time that what mistake I did, that instead of taking 30,000, like the value of the goods sold was 3 lakh, by mistake I wrote 30,000, so I'll just change the values. Fine. Now output CGST, आपको करना क्या है कि जितना GST आपने पे किया है, आपने उस GST को रिकवर करना है जितना GST आपने कलेक्ट किया. Got it? And this output CGST, you have to pay to the government, no? So if the balance जब बैलेंस आपके पास था, जब आपने GST करेक्ट किया था, दैट टाइम द वैल्यू वाज 18,000. नाउ यू हैव टू पे टू द गवर्नमेंट. नो, सो लाइबिलिटी कम हो जाएगी व्हेन यू विल पे दिस अमाउंट टू द गवर्नमेंट. Liability has a credit balance, so when you are going to pay to the government, you need to debit it. Fine. So it is 18,000. Then again you are going to pay this output SGST to the government only. But you will not pay this 36,000 to the government. Rather, what will you do? You will collect first of all the GST which you have paid. You will keep that amount with you, and the balance only you are going to give it to the government. So what will you do? You will recover your loss first. As you have paid this GST, so it was a kind of expense for you. But I told you that don't consider this GST paid as your expense, because you are going to recover it. Now this is the way you are going to recover. How? You will write to input CGST to input SGST. Now 36,000 you have collected, total is 36. Then 33,600 you have paid. So what will you do? Out of this 36,000 you will keep 33,600 with you, and the balance, that is 2,400, you will pay to the government. So you will write the word back. I hope this entry is clear. I repeat once again, little in short. See, input means the tax which you have paid, and output means the tax which you have collected. Whenever you collect the tax, you will keep that portion of tax, or you will recover the tax which you have paid and deposit the remaining with the government. Now when I check the whole question, I check this thing, that input CGST was 16,800 total, and inputs SGST total was 16,800, and output was 1880. It means this 36,000 I have collected, and the total of this I have paid. So I will not deposit the complete 36,000 to the government. What I will do, जितना हमने collect किया है और जितना pay किया है, आप दोनों को subtract कर देंगे, and remaining only you will give it to the government. I hope this point is clear. This output was a liability for us because we had to give it to the government. Now this entry is passed so that we can make the payment to the government. It means that our liability has been decreased, so we need to debit the liabilities. Output CGST, output SGST will be debited. Now 36,000 we have collected, 33,600 we have to keep it with us because we have paid it. So दोनों को subtract कर दीजिए, and the balance will give it to the government. So I hope this question is clear to everyone. I hope all the concepts are clear. I tried to cover up each and every point, keeping in mind that what all queries could come in your mind. So keep practicing. Thank you.